Hello everyone, what is going on? My name is the Newbie Warrior and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. I post new K-pop reaction videos here almost every single day, so if you like this video and want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out some other stuff on the channel. Today I'm very excited because I'm going to be bringing you the final episode of GFRIEND'S greatest album of all time. When I say final, I mean final in that it's all of the albums that have come out to date. Obviously, I will continue to add greatest album of all times whenever GFRIEND releases new albums. So it's never really final, but for now it will be final because we've covered all of the albums to date. So yeah, today we're going to be doing Flower Bud. I'm going to be scoring 4 songs: Me Gustas Tu, Under the Sky, One, and My Buddy. I will also be listening to the intro, because GFRIEND intros are amazing, and that's how the album was meant to be experienced, but I'm not going to score it because it's only a minute. Usually there's not even lyrics. And then I will not be listening to or scoring the instrumental for Me Gustas Tu because it's just Me Gustas Tu without the words, so it's kind of weird to score that. Yeah. If you're new to this series, basically what it is it's an my weekly, well, normally weekly, album reaction series, slash review series. My goal is to sit down with an artist whose music I like, in this case GFRIEND, and to give all of their albums a score, every song on the album a score from 1 to 10 with 0.5, so on a 20-point scale, with the end goal being to find my greatest album of all time, my favorite album from that artist. So yeah, this will be like I said, at least for now, the final episode of GFRIEND greatest album of all time. What I will say is that I feel like just ending with this last episode would be kind of a lame way to end. So what I'm going to do for greatest album of all time is sometime next week I'm going to make I'm going to do a stream where I do I make my GFRIEND greatest album of all time. So basically, not only am I going to go look at go through which albums have the highest scores and all that, I'm actually going to take my favorite 15 GFRIEND songs total, probably from the 10s and 9s, but who knows. And then compile those and make what would be my ultimate GFRIEND album, like I said, capped at 15 tracks. So that's the plan. I don't have a date on that yet, but I'll be sure to announce that ahead of time, and of course that will be made available on YouTube if it doesn't get copyright blocked. I have had some problems with greatest album of all time this week for Super Junior and EXO. So hopefully that doesn't happen to this episode, and hopefully that doesn't happen to the stream next week, but I can't promise. I can only do my best. But without further ado, let's hop into this. I'm very excited. I love GFRIEND. It's been, yeah, I just want to hear more music from them. Excited to hear this intro. So here we go. The water. Cool start. Oh, that's really loud. Sorry, guys. Turn that down. Ooh, that's pretty. Just the waves with the little bubbling. Almost ethereal, with these synths. Oh, cool. Just little echoey phrases. So that's such a cool vibe. That makes me very curious. I've only heard, obviously, Me Gustas Tu, of the songs on this album. So I'm curious to see if I hear elements of those other songs popping up from that intro, or if that intro was just to set the tone or what, but I really like the echoey phrases. I like the musical use of the bubbling and the waves to like create the background track for the song. And yeah, like I said, not gonna score that. I generally don't score intros. Let's hop into Me Gustas Tu. Yeah, here we go. There's that guitar, of course. The violin. This is a song that's definitely grown on me over time. I like how the percussion is switching up. That's good. Yeah, it's officially decided. Umji's voice is my second favorite. I may have officially decided that last week, I don't know. But definitely so on that Umji for me in terms of my favorite voices. They're obviously all great, but... I like that violin build as well. This is a song that... Oh, I'll save that for the end, actually. I don't need to say that during the song. Ooh. I forgot how much I like this bridge, though. Yup, the high note, of course. A typical GFRIEND'S Slay My Soul high note, followed by a violin or an electric guitar breakdown. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, this is a song that very much, the first time I heard it, I was pretty cold on it. I believe I said at the time this was my least favorite GFRIEND'S song that I had heard at that point. I don't know if that's true now. It's definitely like, it's grown on me, I think, definitely. It's still not going to be my favorite GFRIEND'S song, I can tell you right now. It's just, there's, like, a lot of repetitive elements to it. And while there are cool moments with the vocals, I mean, obviously the actual delivery is good, but in terms of the mix and the production on the vocals, it falls a little bit flatter than some of GFRIEND'S other music, I feel like, especially some of their other title tracks. For me to score this, I am going to have to listen to some samples of some other songs, guys. You know how it goes if you've watched one of these before. If not, welcome. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely break out some other ones, just because GFRIEND'S music is so good always that, you know, my ability to score it against other GFRIEND music requires me to directly hear that other GFRIEND music, so bear with me. Okay, we're gonna compare this to Hope from the last episode. Ooh. I think this is already higher than Me Gustas Tu. Just the vocal, like I said, the mix and everything with the vocals, it feels like there's a lot more kind of a lot more dynamic elements to the vocals, I feel like, on that song. Definitely higher than Me Gustas Tu. So let's look at let's just look at a 7 now. Let's just go down. It's funny how much quieter this is than the last song, without changing the volume. There's a quality to even, like, to this song as well. That I just like a little bit more. Versus what's weird is I should really absolutely love Me Gustas Tu. For some reason I don't, and it's not, I can't really explain it, but I think I want to listen to a 6.5 before I say anything else. But I think it might be below below White. I think it might be below a 7. But let's listen to a 6.5 and smile. Yeah, the clap hurt this song. Like, that song, I think I might even like more than Me. I don't know. Like I said, guys, this has so many elements that I love in GFRIEND'S music. It has the guitars, it has the violins, it has the high note, it has, you know, just the good delivery, but just, it's something about the mix, it's something about the combination of all those pieces, that just, it doesn't click for me, and it doesn't make sense. But because this is purely an opinion-based series, that's unfortunately going to happen. Let's open some of these other GFRIEND greatest album of all times and see if we can. Let's find a 6. I'm guessing that song is gonna be a 6.5. It's gonna be around the same level of Smile, because that sounded close, but hard to find even a 6 to compare it to. Not a whole lot of those given. I don't know though. Let's compare it to one more 6.5. Let's do 1/2. Because I just want to see if it's just Smile that maybe was on the higher end of a 6.5. Like, this is very, I don't know, this even feels more dynamic and interesting to me in terms of the delivery and the mix and everything, the production of it, even though it actually lacks some of those elements that are more prominent in Me Gustas Tu. Okay, I don't think Me Gustas Tu is lower than a 6.5, but I think it is a 6.5. Like I said, I wish I could give you more concrete reasons, but just sometimes, you know, elements don't click, even if they're all things you really like. They don't click together to be something that you really like. And that's how it feels for Me Gustas Tu to me. I just don't get it. Let's move on to Under the Sky. Ooh. Very high energy so far. I really like Shinbi's phrasing there, though. Ooh. This just has like a rhythm to the phrase delivery. It's really nice. Not my favorite chorus. I don't dislike it. Ooh. I'm really digging Shinbi's lines here, especially. Actually, all of them though. Oh, that was okay. So good. I like this little... It's a very confident song, by the way. Ooh, Una! Yes! Yes! Yep. That was really, really good. They even bring the guitar in at the very end for a solo. Do you know what? A little bit, I think listening to this song actually helped me understand what I feel a little bit of what Me Gusta Tu is lacking for me. And it's the kind of unique flair in each of their singing. I feel like in Me Gusta Tu, like they're good singers in that song, but I feel like there's some of that unique character to their voices isn't really there in Me Gusta Tu. Like, whereas this song, right from the get-go, it goes from So-won to Shinbi, and then straight from Shinbi, I believe, to Eunji, right? And each of their voices has so much character, right? But all still serving the emotional purpose and tone of the song. Una as well. Like, all of their strong suits get to shine right away here. And it's so much, to me, this is so much stronger than Me Gusta Tu. I think mainly for that reason. I don't know. That's my best guess as to why I've got some issues with Me Gusta Tu. Let's listen to Someday again, which is a 9. Because I'm guessing that's the range I should start at. I don't know. GFRIEND'S songs are almost impossible to score, but it is what it is. Okay. I don't think it's quite to this level. Let's see. I just like the structure of this a little bit more, I feel. It does also let their individual voices shine. I just happen to like this vibe of a song slightly more. And the violin element is much more prominent in this song, which I like. So, I'm thinking it's less than a 9. Let's look at, let's see. Yeah, let's look for maybe, let's compare it to Fingertip, actually, because I'm very curious to see how it stacks up against Fingertip. I love how weird Fingertip starts. So Daft Punk. Even Fingertip, I think I like this vibe more. It has like an intensity that I don't think this song, that I don't think Under the Sky quite matches. But it's close. We're getting much closer. Okay. It's possible that it's an 8, but I'm guessing it's not going to be an 8. If I had to guess, it's going to be a 7.5. Love Whisper is a good example of a 7.5, I believe. So I like that chorus slightly more, but I like the verses less, I think. They both suffer from a fake clap problem. Man, this individual delivery is almost unmatched by anything in this spirit. Yeah, I feel like 7.5 is actually where this one's gonna land for me. Definitely feels right. I feel like an 8 is slightly too high. That feels good to me right there. I don't know. Okay, on to 1. We're halfway done. Ooh. This is a different vibe from the last song for sure. Okay. Awesome. Oh, they're all so talented. I'm not sure how I feel about this song though. I really like this chorus, it's pretty adorable, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't love this. I guess this is like the A chorus or the first section of the chorus. It just feels a little bit safe chord-wise. Ooh, that note though. Ooh, this breakdown. Oh, I will. Someone, yes, I will protect you. Sorry. Okay, this is growing on me. Just listening to the song, this bit's growing on me. That's adorable. That's adorable. That's an adorable song. It does make me want to protect them until always, by the way. So, yeah. Okay. I guess it was effective if that was the goal. But yeah, this beautiful, very cute song. Like I said, the instrumental didn't quite do it for me. It felt a bit on the repetitive side. Under the Sky. The Under the Sky is a 7.5, right? I think I like this slightly less than Under the Sky, which would give it a 7. So that's where I'm going with that one. Yeah. It's just, I like a lot of things about it, but it feels, there's two main issues I have, right? Well, there's three main issues. Two of them are more significant, I'd say. One is the fake clap. It doesn't help the instrumental. Wait. I actually can't tell if that's a clap or a drum that sounds a lot like a fake clap. Regardless, whatever that percussion sample is, I don't love it. Right? That doesn't bring it down by a whole point even, but it just, you know, it tips the scale, right? If I'm deciding between 7.5 and a 7. I just don't love that sound, that the really fake sounding even if it's not a clap, even if that is technically a snare or something weird. It sounds like a fake clap, even if it's not a fake clap. Apologies, I know people are tired of me ranting about fake claps. I don't love it there. But the actual main issue for me is the instrumental is... It's pretty safe in terms of the chord progressions, where it goes, and then it's also very repetitive. You know what? When I hear it again, I like it more. I'm changing my mind. Psych, Under the Sky, also an 8. 1.75. I still don't like it as much as Under the Sky, but I feel like Under the Sky is closer to Fingertip than it is this, and I actually feel like this is better than a 7. So there we go. It's a 7.5. The bit that I didn't like, I'm liking more and more. And I feel like I might like it even more and more if I listen to it more. Which I generally don't factor in. But if that happens to me from the beginning of the song, the first time I hear the chorus, till the fourth time I hear the chorus at the end on my first listen, then it does have an effect on it. But also this second half of this chorus, and then the Pit-a-Pat One Love is so cute. It just makes me want to just hug them and protect them all forever and ever, which they literally say later on. So, yeah. 7.5 on that one, actually. Okay, My Buddy. This is the very last song I'll be scoring from GFriend until they release new songs, of course, and then we'll be scoring those. But that shouldn't be for a while, seeing as how they just had a comeback this month. So, at least for now, this will be the very last song that I score for GFriend. My Buddy, I'm assuming it's going to be a song to fans, maybe like a love song setup, but written towards fans. They like to do that a lot. I don't know, let's find out. Here we go. Ooh, coming out strong on the vocals. Ooh, yes. Oh, I like that. That vibe changed 3 times. That's the same thing that happened to me in Time for the Moon Knight, where literally the song changed 3 different genres in 15 seconds, alright? So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like a a very emotional, slow kind of ballad song. And then I was like, wait, maybe it's gonna have a little bit more oomph behind it, but still gonna be like slow ballady, lovey. And then we get these like little trap risers coming in. Not sure how I feel about the na-na-nas, not gonna lie, not my favorite. Oh, Yuju! Ooh. Oh my gosh! God, the difference between their vocalists is so crazy. In terms of how they're... Ah, she's so cute. Beautiful lyrics too. Yes, there are. There are so many days remaining for you. Yo, who gave Yuju the right to destroy this entire song and control it? When I say destroy, okay, I didn't mean destroy. Who gave Yuju the right to own this song and just like dominate the song is probably a better word, not destroy, because she's making the song. But jeez. Oh. I will. Do you remember Soft Like the Snowflakes, a reference back to the Snowflake album? Is that what that's a reference to? Man! I like them switching it up here, even if it means adding a clap. Okay, the clap's gone now. Man, I love them. I don't think I could have chosen a better song to score as my very last GFRIEND'S song to score. For now, until they release new music. But to end this kind of main greatest album of all time for GFRIEND, I don't think I could have picked a better song, honestly. Musically, the song is great. It started and it does the typical GFRIEND thing that made me interested in them in the first place. In that it switches genres 3 times, and I was just floored the whole time. Speaking of floored, Yuju apparently just gets to own this song. In what might be the single most powerful performance I've heard on a GFRIEND'S song so far. I mean, there have been many, don't get me wrong. But I feel like Yuju on this entire song just has so much control that I don't think I've ever heard that on a GFRIEND'S song to this level, and it's awesome. The chorus is adorable. I'm pretty sure that is a reference back to, do you remember Snowflake? Pretty sure, right? I love all of their voices. I keep saying this, but I love how different all of their voices are from each other, but also how good and accomplished they all are. And it really illustrates, even on these like 1 or 2 lines So-On gets on these earlier albums. I just love them all so much. Like, they're just so good. Like, they're just amazing. But yeah, this is the line where I'm pretty sure, do you remember Soft Like the White Snowflakes? I'm going to go ahead and assume this is a reference back to the Snowflake EP, which obviously, I believe was their debut, right? I feel bad because I did this not that long ago, but let me double check this. I'm pretty sure Snowflake was the debut, right? No. It was not. Season of Glass was the debut. Oh, and this came out before that. So, never mind, I'm stupid. My whole theory is gone and crashed. So, never mind that. I thought I was being clever. They were referencing back to an album that comes out a year after this one. Nice job, McKinley. Well, forget I said that, but ends up being cool. Maybe they were hinting at their next album. Yeah, just all of their individual voices here. You guys know So-On melts me. Just every single syllable that comes out of her mouth is like just pure nectar and ambrosia from the gods that sustains my life force. I swear. Okay. But yeah, I just love this song, and like I said, between just how adorable it is, and how powerful Yuju's performance is, how much of an emphasis there is on unique tone and texture of their voices, and then also the lyrics. I don't always factor lyrics into score. You guys know, it bothers some people. They're like, why don't you just read the lyrics? But to me, I'm scoring music, and the way I'm going to listen to music is usually just listening to it. But I do like to use these lyric videos because sometimes there are lyrics that pull me in that do factor in the score because I can't not focus on them. And this is one of those songs that I'm getting a little bit emotional, which is funny because I've supported them as long as this series has gone on, basically, since I found their music videos. And it hasn't been, it's been since, April? So not that long. But already I'm so in love with this group and just want them all to succeed at everything and want the best in the entire world and universe for them. And so, like I said, to have this love song directed at buddies, I'll be your buddy, to hear, for example, So-On say, you just, like, to hear her say, you just need to come to me with that bright smile. Like, just to hear them all sing these lines, right? It feels personal, right? Like, when you needed, I held your hands. There's still so many days remaining for us. I promise you with the twinkling stars in the sky, I'll be your buddy. And it already feels like, just listening to their music and the loving embrace from you guys, from buddies, in the short time that I've that I've found GFRIEND and been reacting to them, it feels like these lyrics are so impactful that I have to give this a 10, even if it was floating in the 9.95 range. The lyrics definitely bump it up to a 10. And maybe it's just because it is the last song that I'm scoring for now, that wraps up the GFRIEND greatest album of all time. I don't know if that's fair, but it just feels right. And the lyrics are having an actual emotional impact on me, which is somewhat surprising, but great. Yeah, I love GFRIEND. I like this album a lot. Certainly not the highest scores a GFRIEND album has gotten. Me Gustas Tu is a song that I feel like I should love a great deal more than I do, but it just doesn't come together for me. Under the Sky is good. I mean, it's fantastic. One is very, very good. My Buddy, though, is the standout, emotional tearjerker. I'm gonna have that one on loop. I love it, and thank you guys so much for supporting me through this greatest album of all time. I will continue to upload GFRIEND reactions. As a matter of fact, I think I still have dance practices to get to, and then I'm gonna start hammering out some live performance reactions as well. I've only done one of those, so thank you guys so much for supporting me. I will continue to put out GFRIEND reactions, I promise. This will not be the end, and of course, if GFRIEND ever puts out, well, when GFRIEND inevitably puts out more albums, we will do more greatest album of all times for those. Guys, thank you so much for supporting me through this video and through all of my GFRIEND reactions, but especially the greatest album of all times. Like I said, there is a stream I'm going to do sometime next week. I don't have a date or time pinned down yet, but I'll be sure to post that when I do. So keep an eye on my community posts tab of the YouTube channel, where I can share that date with you guys as soon as I know the date and time. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is making my GFRIEND greatest album of all time, my super album with my top 15 GFRIEND songs. Should be a lot of fun. Seems like a good way to finish out the greatest album of all time. Yeah, thank you guys so much. GFRIEND is amazing. Like I said, I'm going to continue to post GFRIEND reactions, don't you worry. I know there's been a slowdown of non-greatest album of all time GFRIEND reactions. That's just because it's summer, and there's been a slowdown of all reactions. But the good news is, once greatest album of all time is done, I'm not starting a new greatest album of all time until I have more time, till the summer's over. So I'm going to be taking that time, and I promise I will get back to other GFRIEND reactions. So keep an eye on the channel for those as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all the support. Much love. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And please remember to stay newbie.